Hi everyone, you reached Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today, guys, with a quick video on Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna decided back in 2017 to file a lawsuit against the Kardashians. If you follow my channel, I did a video where I said that this lawsuit was a bad idea. Not just a bad idea, a very bad idea. I gave my reasonings as to why I thought it was a bad idea. People dragged me for filth, okay? They were saying, you don't know contracts. She deserves it. They owe her money. And the comments went on and on and on. And you know what? I took my beating. You know, have you ever had... I don't know, it depends on where you are at in your life, but you ever had an auntie or uncle or even your own parents? They tell you something at the time, you think they're absolutely out of their mind, but then maybe sometimes it's weeks later. Sometimes it's years later. You're laying back or you sitting back and you like have an aha moment and say, oh my gosh, my mother told me that, or my grandma told me that, or so-and-so told me that. If only I have listened. When I come and do my commentary on these different situations, I really try to look at it stepping outside of the box. And I throw everything in, the evidence from both sides. I shuffle it up and I say to myself, what would I do? How would I handle this situation? If my own friend was in this predicament, what would I tell my very good friend who I love what they should do? And that's how I took this standpoint of the Blac Chyna trial. And I'm still sticking to it 10 toes down. I'm telling you that me personally, I would have never sued the grandmother, the aunties, and the daddy of my child. In addition to that, when you want to say that somebody is defaming your character, defamation of character, and this is not me being disrespectful, guys, but you darn near need to be Mother Teresa if you're going to take someone to court saying they defame your character. And why? And rightfully so, the opposing side is going to find every little thing they can to prove that you didn't have much of a character before they said anything about you. Can you understand and now connect with what I'm saying? In addition to that, people drag me for filth. They said Blac Chyna had a contract. It's like a breach of contract. You don't know what you're talking about. You need to shut up. Well, listen, her contract would have been and should have been the whole smoking gun in this case. And if she did have a contract, not only should it have been the smoking gun, it would have been presented early on. And again, I'm still not saying she would have won a whole bunch of money or won her whole case, but she would have at least had a case and something to stand on. Because even having a contract, those contracts, I don't care what you sign a contract for. When you sign a contract for a car, when you sign the mortgage for your home, when you sign these different contracts, one, everybody cannot, they don't have the time or take the time to read every single word in the contract. And what usually happens is you don't know that there's some sneaky clause in the contract until you go to utilize it. What do I mean by that? You have a warranty for your car. You thinking it just covers everything. Now something breaks down in the new car and they're like, yeah, bumper to bumper. You think bumper to bumper is everything. Yeah, bumper to bumper, but that's not included. And you're like, huh? What are you talking about? But so I'm only bringing that up to say that all contracts in the very fine print, they have something sneaky and tricky. So even if she would have had a contract, it could have been some clause in there that would have still made her case invalid. Can you connect with me? So I was not shocked by any means that she did not win her case. I also am not shocked that on Friday, when they went to give the verdict, the whole Kardashian clan, who has been there together this whole time, were not even there. Because in my mind, that was the last screw you from them to China. And in addition to that, I really felt like, although we didn't know the verdict, I think they already knew they were in the clear, and that's why they've been on that plane to New York City so that they can go have fun at the Met Gala and put this whole debacle behind them. Now, Toni, Blac Chyna's mother, decided, or maybe they decided together, I don't know, to not let this thing be put to rest. What does she do? She starts a GoFundMe on her daughter's behalf so that her daughter can file for an appeal. Well, first of all, before I get into that GoFundMe, which is absolutely crazy and absurd, and it's for $400,000. And when I looked at it, the last I looked at it, I want to say $290 was donated that by 22 donors. That's a little shocking to me, and I'm going to tell you why. Again, because so many people were dead set on telling me I was stupid, dumb, and wrong. So many people were on Blac Chyna's side, but yet now there's this GoFundMe. She wants $400,000. Where's the money? But anyway, let me continue on. In efforts to put this behind her, what I think Blac Chyna should do is she should just take the loss on the chin, continue on with life. I do not think that she should appeal because they came out fast and furious against her for round 1 of the original trial. If she appeals and brings them back to court again, they're going to slaughter her. They're really going to bring out everything they got. They're going to come guns blazing. And again, do I think she's going to present any more evidence that she didn't present in the initial case? I highly doubt it. So where does Blac Chyna go from here? What should we do? And before I get into that, let me say this. I also feel that Nene Leakes against Bravo, Andy, whoever else name she threw in that lawsuit, it's a similar situation. This has nothing to do with what I feel Nene is in the right or the wrong. I think for the greater good, Nene is not going to have more evidence than Bravo. Think about it. Bravo has tons and tons and tons and tons of hours of footage. And I'm sure Nene doesn't remember over that span of years every word that came out of her mouth. And she's accusing Andy and the whole production company and everybody of supporting a toxic, racist environment. If they can pull enough footage which shows how she herself may have participated in some of this toxicity and calling up people names, inappropriate names, is going to be her again losing a case like Blac Chyna did. Now, let me go here. In life, you should always have friends. When I was growing up and in my day, they say keeping it real. You should always have friends that keep it real with you, that don't just yes you to death, that tells you the truth even when it hurts. I think in Blac Chyna's case, and I think in Nene's case, they got a lot of yes people around them. People that's egging them on, telling them just exactly what they want to hear. If I would hear friends in both situations, I would say, don't go down this route. In Blac Chyna case, I would have told her, don't go down this route. And I told her my many reasons why. One, I wouldn't have shoot the grandmother, the aunties, and the daddy of my child. In addition to that, they may have blocked you from some things from the E network, but they don't have the power at all. I don't care what anybody says. They don't have the power to block you from every opportunity that is supposed to come your way in life. And they said a man is what he thinks. If you think they have that type of power, then you're going to believe that everything you don't get is being blocked by them. But we all don't get yeses in life all the time. So is everything being blocked by them, or some things being blocked because you would have got to know regardless of them? Can everybody connect with me? And then it turns when in terms of Nene, again, do I perhaps believe that some of what she's saying is true? Do I perhaps believe that maybe Andy is blocking her from jobs? Even if I roll with that, would I have gone down this route and suing them? No, I would not. Because now you thought he blocked you. Now you're really blocking yourself because you're suing Andy. You're suing Truly Original. You're suing Bravo, who's connected to NBC, who's connected to this, that, and the other. Where do you expect to get a job at now? And especially now, if Nene had a different situation, she shouldn't be the face of her lawsuit. And if the Kardashians were so bad, Blac Chyna was definitely not the perfect person. And I don't mean physical face, I mean person to be the face of that lawsuit against them. You need somebody whose slate is a little different and the optics look a little different when you're going to sue for those situations such as Nene did, is doing, and the way that Blac Chyna came against the Kardashians. So I'll wrap this up by saying this. Have good people in your life who are not afraid to tell you the truth, no matter what it is, and even if the truth is going to hurt your feelings in the moment, but save you in the future. Anytime you're doing something, ask yourself, what is my end game? And ask yourself, if the outcome is unfavorable, is something that I do not want, what would be the worst case scenario? And am I willing to live with the result of the worst case scenario? So Blac Chyna, my opinion, cooked herself. She burnt the bridge. Matter of fact, blew up the bridge for having any type of civil relationship, in my opinion, with the Kardashians. If they are a forgiving family, and maybe if the sun goes around the moon 1,000 times, maybe they will find it in their hearts to forgive the mother of their cousin / niece, and Rob Kardashian, the mother of his daughter. Maybe they will find that forgiveness in their heart, but I don't quite see them doing that. I think that now they feel it's a war, and the war is between them and Blac Chyna. And in this particular situation, I don't see how after suing them that Blac Chyna would ever win a war between them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel about the outcome of this case? Do you now understand what I was trying to say as to why I said Blac Chyna should have never sued them? In addition to that, how do you feel about this GoFundMe that her mom, Toni, has put out there so that Blac Chyna can appeal? Just like I feel the trial was a big mistake initially, the first lawsuit, I think the appeal is even worse. It's almost laughable at this point. And even if they did collect this $400,000, that's not enough to handle this appeal and how much, because I think this time the Kardashians will really drag it out until she's drained and has no more cash. Obviously, if you need to do a GoFundMe in order to appeal, then that means you're already out of cash. So she wasted her cash on this original trial and didn't get any cash out of it. And now you want to throw other people's money in the trash by doing an appeal. I'm not going to send my money, but I will send her my advice. Let it go. So anyway, guys, chat with me in the comments. And when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next video.